Hi there everybody and welcome back to Andy Robinson RC and cheers for checking out today's episode on the channel. Okay, as you can see from in front of me, we have my DT02 Sandviper, or DT02MS Plus as I like to call it, because it's stupidly upgraded. And behind me you'll see a box for a Tamiya DT02MS. Now this is a recent purchase, and well, the reason that I got this was I bought the whole car because I wanted the box and the manual that came with it for this vehicle. But obviously it came as a complete car, which is good. So basically, this buggy, which I'll show you in a minute, will be a spares car for that one there. Okay, so we will open this up and we'll have a look. Okay, so the DT02MS was released in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm going to find a kit number in a minute. I can tell you what it came under, because I can never remember it. There we go. It was kit 49475. And it says DT02MS chassis, limited edition. So there we go. Right, okay, so sadly the box is a little battered and bruised, which is a shame, but I'd still rather have a box for it than no box at all. So I've got one, which is good. See, I always find this weird, a little strange. If you have a full-size classic car or a car, then obviously a lot of the parts on that are date stamped and age related to that vehicle. And when you get a lot of people talking about RC cars, going, "Oh, it's all original, it's all original parts." Well, even if they're original parts, they still came off, you know, either another car or they were bought as spares, so they're not the original parts as such. And there's no way you can even prove this if the seller said it was all original or it was an original car, whoever owns it, because they're not date stamped or they're not stamped with, you know, a parts code. Now I know they have the parts codes, but they're not specific to the chassis itself. Like that would be chassis 100, say, you know, and all the parts were, you know, given a number, and then your next car you had that was like that would be, I don't know, say 200 and something. I don't know, it just doesn't work like that. But yeah, I just find it a bit of a weird concept. I'm probably you know, gravitating on a bit, but there you go. Anyway, let's have a look at this DT02MS. Okay, now I say it has been sort of restored, this, and it's come with a new unpainted body and wing. So just to show you as well, I'll put this on it. Now I've got the manual, which I really wanted, been looking for one for ages, so now I have the correct DT02MS manual, which is great. What else? Not fitted because there's no motor in it, but that is the alloy DT02 DT03 motor mount that comes with it. And it does have the correct wheels as well, which are the DF03 wide wheels. Now, unfortunately, they are a little scuffed up and battered, so I haven't put them on at the minute. Right, so I'll move this box out of the way. Move this one over here. And this one here. Right, so before I go any further, this is just if you're not aware of what came with the DT02MS kit. So I'm going to have a look on the box to jog my memory, because I always forget something when I'm telling people things on the videos. So that's the side of the box there. This tells you what options came with the DT02MS. So with this kit, when you purchased it, you got the DF03 aluminium damper set. and the white springs. Now these shocks, if you buy them new now in packet, they're costing anything from like 70 odd to £90. It's crazy. You got the DT02 ball differential set, which is limited slip, so you got that. The DF02 assembly universal shaft set, so it's got proper Tamiya ones in. This one doesn't. This has 3 racing ones, so I might swap them over to that. Not that it really matters, but still. You got the alloy motor mount, which I've just shown you there, and you've got the hard turnbuckle shaft set, which I'll point out in a minute. High torque servo saver, and again I've already shown you these, but you got the DF03 wide wheel set. So that's what you got with the DT02MS. And obviously they did bring out other option parts for this chassis, which I have a lot of them on this one here. Anyway, we'll go into the tiny ones and aftermarket ones, but we'll have a look at this. This is what we're looking at, and then I'll show you some differences between the two. Now, what this has had put on here, if you can see there, which is like a must, absolute must for this chassis, whichever variant of the DT02 you run. This has got a carbon fibre front brace on there, and it takes out the flex of the front shock tower, because that is a weak point on this car. They usually snap here and here if they get a heavy impact. I mean, it is a pretty damn durable chassis, this, but that can be a weak point there. And the only other weak point I've really found while owning, I've had loads of these chassis, is here where the hinge pins bolt through the actual gear case. I did have a racing incident where someone smacked into it really hard, and it broke the hinge pin mount. In turn, it broke the gear case as well, so that put me out of the race. As you'll see on most more high-end racing buggies, the wishbone mounts are separate from the actual gearbox itself. But there you go. You've got to remember, this was not a high-end race car at all. But they go quite well with some modifications. Okay, so yeah, as I said, it's got the carbon fibre front brace. I've just fitted some Schumacher wheels and Schumacher tyres and Yokomo rear wheels on at the moment, just so it had some slightly smarter wheels on. What else was I going to say then? Going to say something. Yes, so I'll just whip the shell off so you can see it. As I say, oh yeah, the previous owner has painted the Tamiya in white there just to make it stand out. And there's some additional aftermarket blue, I'm not sure if the TRF ones, but blue wheel nuts put on as well. They always look good with those on. So yeah, there it is. I mean, I say it's been gone through and pretty much restored now. It's had a new chassis, new front bumper and front and rear wishbones. What is original still, I think, is the front C-hubs and the rear shock tower and the front bulkhead and shock tower, because I can see scrapes across them. And the shocks are the original as well, because they've got some scuffing to the tops there, where you attach them to the shock mounts. And there is some of the anodizing has come off. But I say, you know, it's not the end of the world. I say, for me, primarily, this will be a backup car for that, as a spares car. Tell you what though, someone has gone to the trouble of fitting a hex head screw kit though, which is cool. So, but yeah, so I mean, to get one of these, it's getting hard now to get a DT02MS, you know, complete with everything it should have in its box with a manual. So they are getting hard to find and they are getting dearer. It is missing the genuine decals for this, so, and they're probably hard to find, so I probably would have to get some MCI decals if I decide to do the body up like that. I must admit I'm not overly fussed, because I don't often do my vehicles box art. Some of them I do, just depends what it is. But more so the ones I tend to race, and I don't, or have raced, I don't do in box art. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll just put that there. Oh yeah, it's had new front tyres and front wheels as well. Mind you, I've never been a big fan of the Astral dish wheels that's been on quite a few different Tamiya vehicles. But I do, saying that though, I do like them in pink. I've got a pink set that they brought out, and I've got them, and I like them just because they're in the pink colour. Who knows, maybe they'll go on this. Right, anyway, so this is my heavily modified O2MS, which I know if you're a follower of this channel, you will have seen, but it's nice to have the two next to each other. Recently, this has had a new body shell. As you can see, it's pretty similar to the old one. Now, I'm wanting to get a few more decals for this to finish it off, and I just haven't got around to finding the ones I want, but it's nearly done. And I'd also do want to pick out, I want to get a new wing as well, but I've not quite decided. I would like to get this wing again, which is one of the hop-up wing sets you can get for the Tamiya DT0201. You've got two wings together, and I want to try and get this one again. So, but I'm sure I'll get one eventually. If not, I've got a backup plan, which is probably the Penguin or Rock Hopper wing by Penguin Custom Bodies. I will try and put links in the description if I remember. But yeah, that is another option. I've run one of them on my other DT02 in the wardrobe behind me. Okay, so as you can see, lots of extra work done to this. This does have TRF201 I can never say it, aeration dampers fitted. It's got it's actually got some Lunsford titanium turnbuckles for the steering track rods. The hard alloy turnbuckles are the same here on the front of this one. Now I have upgraded it with the 3 Racing bulkhead top plate, and it's got 3 Racing steering knuckles and C-hubs. And what else have we done to it? It's got the front and rear carbon tower extender set, which are getting quite hard to find these days. And I've got some extra bracing on there as well. What else have we done to it? It's got the retainers, TRF damper retainers at the bottom. Actually, so is that. Someone's put them on there as well, which is cool. We've got a GPM Racing rear alloy wing mount and TRF wing buttons to help keep the wing nice and secure if it ever rolls over. At the back, you can't see it properly, but it's got the DT02 3 Racing rear hubs and CVA drive shafts, which is cool. It's got a Carson DT02 wing aerial mount fitted, although you do have to trim the body away for that to fit on this. Don't think it matters with the Superfighter GR body, but certainly with the Sand Viper body, you do have to trim a bit of the body away for that to fit on. You don't need it, I just fancied it. And also the very hard to find 3 Racing alloy battery strap as well. And also one of my favourite things about this, okay, we've got the steel pinion in there as well, and we've got the DT02 Superfighter GR Mark 1 clear gear case, spur gear cover I should say, on there. And we've got at the back, we have got the hardened drive shaft cups as well. So, and there's probably something I've missed up. Yeah, I've got the high torque servo saver on, and the DF03 rear large dish wheels, which I've put in black instead. And I've got Star Dish front wheels as well, which are slightly more narrow than the Astral wheels as well. So as you can see, there's probably something I've missed off this. I've done tons of stuff to this. It's still my favourite buggy of all time. But yeah, so I just thought, oh, and of course it's got the flipped front wishbones, which, you know, to be honest, I wouldn't bother changing them. I would keep them as they are, but mine's like this, and I won't change it because I like it just the way it is. But if you're setting one up now, I would keep the wishbones the way they should be. That's just what I reckon. Oh yeah, actually, all the kingpins, they have got the in this you've got the low friction suspension shafts, which I put through because this was a tip off the RC Racer page, and it's just got some shims, just helps steering be nice and smooth. It's also got, you can't see them because the wishbone's the other way around, but the pins that would be here, it's got the low friction step pins instead of the screw pins that go in there. And around the whole kit, all the screw pins have been taken out, and they've got the I think it's the TL01 low friction suspension shaft set. So yeah, ridiculous amount of things I've done to this, of course, which you don't actually need to do to make it drive well. It's just, it was a bit of a project that I did. Also, it was built for racing. I just like it. As you can tell, I waffle on about this car so much. But yeah, for me, this is never finished. I keep always finding little bits every now and again to do to it. But yeah, so there you go. That is Tamiya DT02MS, and this is what I call my DT02MS Plus. So two very cool buggies. I hope you like looking at them. I just thought I'd do a little video just to show you the MS that I've just got recently, and mine, which you've probably all seen before. But what I will do is just quickly, I will bring the camera over and just give you a bit of a close-up on them. He says. So there we go. As you can see, that is my very upgraded DT02 MS Plus, and this is, well, we'll call it a stock DT02 MS. So cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. There you go. It'd be much appreciated if you did enjoy this video and you want to see some more RC content from us, then please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell and like button. Right, okay, I will see you soon on the next video. Look after yourselves and take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.